So basically, this episode, I just decide to make my base here at the gun shop, and I spruce it up. I do some mining later, and a little bit of adventuring, but I mainly stay here in the base and make it an actual base. So I think it's montage time, because honestly, I don't really do much but make the base a little bit nicer. I really start out with looking around, making sure I didn't miss anything. There's this cool workbench for guns, and the steel door that I lost in the first episode, I try to figure out if I can make it again. It's really expensive. I don't have steel. I don't know how to make steel, but I do kind of explore the back of it more, and I go over this corpse and I find a heart crystal on it, which is perfect. Now I have two extra hit points for the future. I do go back down to the basement, and I see these shelves, and apparently I didn't know they were shelves the first time I came here, so I totally missed them. The other stuff is mostly just garbage and trash. Then I see how the steel door is kind of like, I don't know, the cobblestone looks bad, so I go and fix it. I take out some of the wall, and this really started me just going around the entire base since it was dark out and just kind of picking up all the blocks that were on the ground and taking all the item frames off the wall and then putting them back to like where they were originally supposed to be, basically. I decided the back room was going to be like the main portion of my base. So I cleaned it up, put all the lights back. I think I had like an extra one at the end, but I think I put it in the back here, give this area more light. And then at this point, there was a zombie outside with a pig step music disc that just constantly replayed. So I kind of was just confused on where this music was coming from. And eventually I figured out it was a zombie. But for like the rest of this clip, it's just sped up pig step, honestly. But I continued cleaning up with the pig step in the background. It was a bit strange, but it did muffle out the zombie noises, so I didn't have to really hear the zombies all that much. I did go down and take all the crates for storage, because I learned that you could lock them, which was really nice in case anybody like came and found my base and just kind of raided it. But I mostly just went through and fixed everything up, made everything livable. I found these security cameras all over the place. No idea where they go to. I did try to mine that iron locker, but it wouldn't let me, so I didn't want to ruin the other one, so I just left it there. And I took all the dummies and I placed them in the back. I did try to organize all of my crates, but they didn't really work out. Yeah, I honestly didn't know where this music was coming from. It was literally insane. And here's really what I went into, like, make a base mode. I organized everything. I went through and put everything away from my backpack. And then I actually started trying to make, like, a decent base here. So I did eventually go mining at the end, get some copper, try to make some copper tools and all that stuff. And then really just worked around and tried to keep everything nice and contained. I got also these other kitty slippers. They just bore off some creepers. They're not really that good at the moment. I'm deciding, trying to figure out whether I want to. Oops. Oh, hello, everybody. What's you from? Fire down there. I love that. Oh, I didn't know. Where did I do that? I could make a pit. Zombie pit. Where are zombies? Over here. Then have them all fall. Here we go. I'm gonna come down here. So basically, the entire zombie pit situation was if I'm a little bit higher than the zombies, I can always lure them down, kill them, and then get the resources they dropped. They normally dropped like string. They had rotten flesh, of course, which I can smelt into leather if I needed to. And they dropped the two types of ammo that I really needed because I had both. I have two guns, one that required 9 by 19 millimeter, and the other one required .45 ACP ammo. And those were dropped really commonly between killing zombies. So I figured I could, while also going out and raiding like the cities and the neighborhood houses to get that ammo, I could also just have a backup little supply of just killing zombies to get any of that stuff that I needed. And then I continued like going through all these crafting recipes with all the stuff that I had, figuring out what I could craft, what I couldn't craft, and eventually I started making like a little setup. I started messing with create mod a bit. I got to really like securing this bottom area, make sure no zombies could get in, and it was like a safe like downstairs area that I could use for the zombie pit and anything else that I really needed. A, a bee? Are you serious? Um, welcome, I guess. Bye. Weird. So generally around this time, I basically just crafted some tools, got ready to. I found out that industrial hemp led to string, which was really helpful since I could use that string to make bandages, as I find out. I do craft like a ton of bandages, both the 3 heart one and the plasters that restore 1 heart. Just to make up like a backup supply for the future in case I really needed any bandages when I was out exploring. Down here, I heard more zombies, so I tried to lure them into the pit. I saw that they could get through, so I quickly just put up like a little barrier on anything that was taller than 2 blocks, so nothing like that crawler could get back in again. And then I figured out that I could put a half slab like you do with zombie spawners in normal vanilla Minecraft to prevent the one tile zombies from getting through, but I could still kill them, which was really helpful. It helped a lot. Here, I try to figure out if I could crop, use any crops, like plant any seeds And I do figure out that I can grow tomatoes, but I can't grow cabbage. The farmland is a bit strange. You can't like make it farmland unless it's like in a specific like area or something. I wasn't too sure why it was working like that, but I did eventually figure out that I could grow hemp, tomatoes, carrots, and potatoes. And I did move all my dummies to put my farm like in this corner so I could eventually get water in the future. I also did learn a few like recipes for better food sources, but mainly my mission right now was to get water for that farm in the back corner. I knew there was a city behind my place, so I did go explore. My strategy was to go from the top of the building down towards the bottom, but it didn't really work out. Here you go. Very interesting place. I immediately got boarded by zombies. They were, I believe, coming from the lower levels from the staircase here. And I got infected for, I think, the first time. I didn't really know how to. I didn't know how the being infected would affect me, but I did try to block off the zombies and do the rest of this place. At the time, I didn't really know how to go through this. Like, I didn't have a good strategy for like going through a building and getting all the chests. I was kind of just blocking off the areas that zombies could come from. But I saw that zombie spawn just right there in front of me, and I didn't know where the spawner would be. So I believe I just left and got on top of the building.
I don't understand how you're getting there.
After I got that chest, I didn't know how long it would be for the infection to kill me. So I just went back to my base. I went home. Getting that one chest was good enough for me. I didn't want to risk it anymore.
I didn't get water. I probably.
Honestly, after I placed that water, I kind of just didn't know what else to do. I was infected, and I didn't know really how to fix that apart from a golden apple. And I didn't have enough gold to create a golden apple. Not that that mattered, because you can't create a golden apple in this mod pack like a normal golden apple in vanilla. So I just kind of sat there, went through some recipes, figured out what I was going to do next, and slowly, very gradually, my vision just kind of went green, then gray, and then like black and white and foggy, and I couldn't really see anything. I did eventually figure out that if I died on a campfire and killed my zombie, I would get all of my stuff back and not be infected anymore. So that's exactly what I did. And then I continued and cooked for myself and made a bunch of delicious meals for the future. I figured out that I can make tomato soup with 2 tomatoes, and that was like a pretty filling meal. And then I believe I went out and explored. The goal here was to make a staircase up to this highway and then use that to travel around. I know if I went south down that highway, I would get back to Lucy's, but I also needed wood. So there was these big trees on the sides of this highway that would be really easy for me to jump on top of and then chop down from the top down. I also could go visit Lucy.
Yo.
Hello? Oh, hi.
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 Damn, you got a lot of backpacks in there.
No? No? You don't see anything. There's nothing
I
here.
don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Lucy didn't really talk too much about anything important. It was merely just kind of hanging out with somebody in the apocalypse, because I didn't know that there was anybody else. I did ask Lucy if they saw anyone else, and they said they heard voices walk past their building sometimes, but they couldn't really tell me in what direction they heard those voices come from. So I kind of just left it at that and went back to exploring. I found a couple of other neighborhoods and went through a couple of houses and got some stuff. And then I came back to the city and found this apartment complex. So I kind of went through every every room, every apartment, and just raided all their fridges and stuff. And I found a lot of good stuff. Lots of ammo, lots of food.
But I think that's it. I think I'm gonna sleep in here tonight. Let me get one of these torches. There we go. I'm gonna sleep in here tonight. Oh yes, I should keep that. Gunpowder. Okay. And honestly, maybe when I wake up, then maybe I can go out and find some more people. Maybe get the rest of this apartment complex through. And then, I don't know, probably go back to base. And I have those tomato stews. I have wood for everything I need. So, I'm saying that's probably it. Oh, this F5 is so weird. There we go. That's probably it, honestly. I don't think I need anything else.